yeah, this week we'll see who is more in form, who is more prepared here, who's feeling better on the day between the best Protoss and the best Terran in Europe. Let us go. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Grass Farm, we have the French Terran player representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the top left hand corner. Oh. Just letting them know in the chat. Oh, my keyboard unplugged. In top left hand corner, we have the Danish Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming, the best Protoss in all of Europe. It is MaxPax. Here we go. The best Protoss in Europe against the best Terran. You could argue that maybe let's go. I was about to say you could argue that maybe Clem is a little bit warmed up after that last series, but I don't think that's true. Again, it was a very wild, very unorthodox PvT that we just, bore witness to. And again, I'm sure this one is going to be very different. We can already see that Clem is starting off with a proxy Rax. Now we have one Rax at home, we have one across the map, so it's not the most committed variation of a 2 Rax. But nonetheless, it is designed to snowball, to get damage. Let's get a little bit ahead here in the early game. And we'll see if MaxPax can piece this together. As the probe is going to be denied entry into the main. Clem able to wall off in time. Lock that probe out of his main base. As MaxPax sets up for a gate cyber expand. So nothing too crazy here out of MaxPax when it comes to controlling against this opener of, oh my god, yeah, it's going to be a Marauder opener. Let's go. We do have the Tech Lab on the way for Clem as well. And what's interesting is that this used to be really popular a couple of years ago, and this has been popping up more. It feels like it's been popping up more frequently recently as well. A lot of Terran players have been going for the proxy Marauder here in TVP. Likewise, MaxPax setting up for his own proxy. Let's go. Of course, proxy Marauder ideally does catch a couple of gateway units astray, especially if MaxPax is active on the map. He may be looking to lose some of those Stalkers, even Adepts. But he's setting up his own proxy gateway here, which will go unscattered. You'll have to see it. Great minds, they think alike. As the probe is actually going to come across the Tech Lab. He comes across the Tech Lab, across those Raxes. He's now fully aware of what's going on. And now MaxPax is looking to prepare back at home. We have a shield battery on the way, but it's a little bit too late. The pylon is going to go down. Boys are being pulled. MaxPax going to try and hold on for dear life, but only has a single Stalker. Again, was only working with one gateway back at home. Adept shows up. We are going to be able to focus down. Oh, barely. We don't focus down the Marauder. Clem is able to pull back just in time. The workers are falling left and right. It looks like Clem is getting out of hand. It's getting out of control. Warp gate still not done. We have one more Stalker on the high ground, but one Stalker against all these Marauders? Nah, mate. It's not going to do anything. No shield battery in the main either. Clem, of course, has to be careful. He has a very weakened, a very softened up army. We'll be losing one of his Marauders in the retreat. Loses another Marauder as well, but we reinforce. And I wonder, are any one of our PvTs today going to last more than 10 minutes? That's what I'm curious about. As we're able to get a third gateway up and running, we warp in defensively back at home. We're going to be able to hold on, but look at the worker count. We have lost 15 probes already. 16 probes. Can we get 17? Not for now. As GG gets called and Clem will take game number 1. Unfortunate that MaxPax did set up his second gateway across the map instead. He had very limited production capabilities back at home. Shield battery burned down as the push was coming in. Very well done there by Clem to take a bit of a cheeky lead in this series. Let's go. Vámonos, papi, vámonos. But yeah, Proxy Marauder, I want to say over the past 2 weeks, maybe, it's been a lot more prevalent, especially amongst the Korean Terrans as well. Yeah, it's been really cool to see it pop up in amongst like the players. It's kind of like coming through rotation once again. Definitely really cool to see. We even see it in TvT now as well. I think I casted Kung Fu Cup with Kuro, and we casted a TvT with Proxy Marauder, which was fun to see. As we were casting it, we're like, we usually see this against Protoss, but I guess now against Terran it works as well. Okay, let's go. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have the Danish Protoss player representing Psystorm Gaming down in the series, but it's a best of 5. Plenty of games ahead of us. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the French Terran player representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And hey, we heard you like 1 proxy racks, so why not have 2? As 2 SCVs are being sent out across the map immediately for those 2 Raxes. The cheese, the aggression continues here. I was like, yo, you know, after that first series with Creator versus Clem, we're gonna get some long macro games. We're gonna get some mid-game play. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. We're gonna settle down. Nah, mate. Now it's Clem's turn to clown. Let's go. Aye. Let us go, Bappy. Let us go. As the probe is being sent out across the map to try and scout and figure out what's going on, MaxPax is going to recognize that, hold up, the Rax is missing, but it is common here in TVP to hide the first Rax, maybe at the natural, further deeper into the main base, or even here at the third base location. So seeing the lack of first Rax isn't the biggest of tells. If we stick around a little bit longer and confirm that there is no factory, then, I mean, then MaxPax will recognize what's going on. Oh my god, as we're going for double proxy tech lab, double proxy marauder. This is new to me. We have seen plenty of proxy marauders in TVP in the past, especially in the years past as well. But 2 Raxes? My god. All right. I'm ready for it. As MaxPax is looking for the proxy, and he will... No! He turned... Okay. He does end up checking with the Zell. He does confirm the Raxes. He doesn't see the tech labs. I wonder if he's going to be able to piece this together. Aye. Shield battery on the way. Stalker as well. We have concussive shell on the horizon for Clem. SCVs are going to be here as well to help buffer for said marauders. And we're going to be hitting just before that shield battery finishes. Oh, and here we go. Bunker gets thrown down as well. We do have that shield battery. It's not going to complete. We do force a cancel. Boys have to be pulled. The bunker will not finish. SCVs, both of them do get focused down. But it's all about the control. It's all about the micro. We're going to be able to trade 2 marauders for 1 of those stalkers. But this is snowballing out of control. Every single stalker goes down. Unfortunately, we won't be able to finish that bunker. Those workers doing a lot of damage, but that's a kill, not a cancel on that shield battery. The stalker. It gets caught. Oh. And this may just be too much. This may just be it. GG gets called. Clem takes game number 2 and is 1 game away from becoming this week's champion. Let's go. Oh my god. Wow. Vamonos, papi, vamonos. Is this over before it began? Oh, is it really going to be a 3-0 in this in such a manner? Maybe. Ay. Is this what I wanted? I mean, I'm having fun. Oh my god. Let's go, papi. Let's go. I was looking at the chat to see the reaction. Clown world. We're all clowns, papi. We're all clowns. Oh my god. Colossal goal for the chat. Getting out both clown shoes for this. Yep. Yeah. I mean, it works, papi. It works. What can I say? What can I say? I'm seeing in the chat. Clearly, Light hasn't played Terran or Protoss on the ladder. This is a Diamond League class. Okay, I'll be honest, yeah, I have not experienced it, but I want more of it. And here we go, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Babylon. We have the Danish Protoss player representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. One game away from elimination. He has to bring it back here and now. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the French Terran player representing Team Liquid. One game away from becoming this week's ESL Open Cup Americas champion. It is Clem. Oh god. And this time, I say this time, just like game one, the first Rax is at home, thankfully. But there's no SCV on the map. Game 1, Proxy 1 Marauder. Game 2, Proxy 2 Rax with Marauders. I would have loved to have seen 3 Raxes. Just, you know, just keep on ramping it up. Maybe even 4, you know, double it every single game. But this time, Clem is going for a standard opener. Rax expand. Let's go. And this is when MaxPax goes for a Proxy Stargate and makes Void Rays. Let's go. Aye. Not like this. Zealot on the way as well behind this. MaxPax, I'm sure relieved to see that Clem is fighting for a CC. CC is thrown down on location. MaxPax finally getting a normal game. Oh. Can breathe easy. As behind this, Clem skips his SCV scout. He skips his Reaper scout as well. Is going for a Marine straight into that reactor. So Clem has some very limited scouting information, and MaxPax is looking to be a little bit aggressive, looking to try and punish the greed here of his opponents. Zealot racing across the map to try and slow down that CC, and Adept will be coming up behind it as well. We'll see if MaxPax can pull that off. Oh my god. We go from hyper aggression to hyper greed. This is a third CC right after that reactor. Before the second Rax, so before anything else. Oh my god. Yeah, the boys, they have to be pulled here. Try to hold on to the natural base. Clem going for that very fast third CC. And he gets us around to that first Zealot. The Adept is getting... Oh my god, the Adept actually goes down as well. MaxPax slipping up a little bit. Not quite expecting that. And even though we had some lost mine time, even though an SCV or 2 went down, or 1 SCV went down, because of how greedy Clem is being, he can afford to do so. As the Adept is going to be threatening Shades into the main base. Behind this, it is going to be a 3 Rax, so it's going to be 3 CC into 3 Rax. You love to see it from Clem. Going to be going up against the Twilight Council opener of MaxPax. And to be expected, you know, he is known for his 4-gate play. Speaking of, we do have 4 gates on the way for MaxPax. 2 gateways already done, 2 more on the horizon. So 4-gate Blink Stalker for MaxPax. And this is where I start to worry a little bit. From my understanding of TVP, it feels like tanks are kind of a must here to defend against this. We'll see if Clem is able to avoid disaster against the aggression of MaxPax, if he's able to muster up enough forces. I mean, Stim is on the way at least. And of course, once Stim does finish up, he's going to be able to punish those Blink Stalkers. As we even have a turret on the way as well. Again, Clem hasn't seen anything this game. He has no idea what MaxPax is up to. As he's pushing across the map with that prism, with those Stalkers. No bunkers, which is a little bit concerning to me as well. No bunker in the natural, no bunker in the main. Obviously no tanks because of the opener. Oh, and this can get out of hand. Bunker now starts at the natural base, but it's a little bit too late. MaxPax, once he gets eyes on it, I'm sure he will be diving on this as soon as possible. The boys are being pulled. Stim not yet done. And Clem is going to be looking to try and buy time to allow this bunker to finish. But a lot of Marines are being shaved off. Stim finishes up in a couple of seconds. With Stim, he should be able to shoot this away. Oh! Doesn't quite get the prism. He does lose 11 SCVs. That's already a lot of economic damage. Oof. And from here, MaxPax is going to be elevating into the main base as well, picking up every single one of these Marines. A hot pickup micro as well, not losing a single Stalker as he gains access to the main base. We'll lose a Stalker in the end, is expanding and taking a third base behind this. MaxPax has already done a pretty decent amount of economic damage already. To be fair, with 3CC, like Clem, he can afford to lose some workers. To be fair, I'm sure he doesn't want to, but he can. Yeah, and even more Marines are going to be going down. The boys are being pulled once again for a second time. Oof. And Clem, unfortunately, just can't make use of how greedy he wanted to be this game. His army just being bullied left and right. Does get eyes on the observer. Is going to be able to at least shut that down, as he did recognize his opponent had high ground vision. But alas, MaxPax just feels like he's getting further and further ahead. He's ahead in workers, ahead in bases. With these Zealots, he can just tank these Marauder shots and push on forward to get even more of these SCVs. Oh god, and you can see how heavily overstimmed these Marauders are. They're going to be able to finally chase this back. But Clem has lost so much in the process. And it's going to be a rough road to recovery here for Clem. I don't want to say it's impossible for Clem, but we can see just how much he's struggling. MaxPax double expanding, taking a fourth base behind this. He knows he can get away with it. He knows he's containing Clem here to these 3 bases, or even 2 bases. Charge now. Does the Prism survives? No shot. The Prism survives as well. Gets out of the main. Zealots aren't going to be able to do too much, as Clem finally takes his third base. Goes for a scan. He recognizes how far behind he is economically. Sees the saturation on the third. He doesn't even know about the fourth. Even without seeing it though, he's aware of the situation. And it's so difficult to be active just because there's so much on the map here for MaxPax. Even if he did try to go for drop play, it's going to be so difficult to get past the eyes of MaxPax. Speaking of, medevac goes down. Zealot Runway is coming in as the army moves out. Oof. Thankfully, Clem is able to preserve his worker count. He's committing here to a counterattack, and we don't really have that much on the ground for MaxPax. Clem does have the supply lead. He does focus down that Immortal. The Prism is not here. The Prism is across the map. We can't mic. We can't save it. Fourth base is going to be going down. Clem doing so much with so little. Takes down the Nexus. His army is so heavily overstimmed. Oh god. He's attempting to run away at the same time, though. We have a massive Zealot warping into the main base. You know, at least he got the fourth, but alas, I don't think Clem can do much more from here. As workers are falling left and right, MaxPax forcing the liftoff on the third base again for a second time. And that was the moment. That was the moment for Clem when he was moving out across the map. And from there, It's gonna be an uphill battle. Colossi are on the way. Templar Archives for Storm for Archons. Things aren't gonna get easier. Not for Clem. As he wants to be active on the map. He wants to push out. Now reclaiming his third. He's going to be catching a Stalker at least. Once again, as he moves out, Zealots are rolling on in. We have a couple of Marines here to defend, but maybe looking a little bit vulnerable here to these Zealots. Good positioning though. And the reinforcements are going to be able to clean them up. Meanwhile, Clem is focusing on his main push, but we have two Colossi waiting for him. We can't engage. Clem has to respect it. He has to back off. And over time, yeah, just MaxPax's army is just getting larger and larger. We're now up to 3 Colossi. We're getting us around with these Zealots as well. We don't have too many Stalkers to punish these medevacs, but we are able to force the pick up. And now MaxPax is committing. We have a couple of Vikings joining the fray. The Colossi are exposed! A MaxPax with, oh my god, a massive blunder. 3 Colossus go down for free! And suddenly, the advantage that MaxPax once had is now it's no longer there. Mate, now is the moment for Clem. He knows that he is powering through these rocks. MaxPax, he's in a lot of trouble. Zealot counterattack is going to be running into some reinforcements, is going to be doing some damage, actually forces Clem to turn around. Ay, ay, ay. Now is not the time. We needed to keep pushing, Papi. To be fair, we do have a lot of charge of Archon here at the third base. Clem more concerned with preserving his economy. Clem is now back in this. He has the army lead, working on his 4th base. MaxPax already working on a 5th, to be fair, but MaxPax throwing away those Colossi, like that may be the game-losing mistake. As he's sending out a lot of Zealots. Overcharge is popped. MaxPax gonna be buying some time, as Zealots are gonna be hitting that 3rd base once again. This time, Clem will not turn around. He wants to commit, he wants to push in. We do have a disruptor. How good are the splits? We do avoid the first Nova. Meanwhile, these Zealots are getting out of control. The economy of Clem now crippled, but he does get the Colossus once again. The Vikings do land. Disruptor needs more time, and Clem is breaking through. He gets the 4th base for a 2nd time. Zealots across the map are being cleaned up. We have another disruptor. Oh god! Ooh. Does connect. 16 SCVs went down across the map. But Clem is getting on top of the disruptors. One of them does go down. He can get the 2nd. Oh! He barely does. He will get the Nexus. Another Nova goes off and will pick off a Viking. GG gets called and Clem has too much. He doesn't. Oh my god. There's just so much momentum in favor of Clem. He takes a series 3-0. GG. Oh my god. Chat just caught up. Protoss in shambles. I mean, let's be real. If MaxPax hadn't lost those 3 Colossi, he should have won this game. There's no way he loses, but a little bit of miscontrol, a little bit of mispathing, throwing away his advantage in this game. Suddenly, everything swung in favor of Clem, and there it is. GG, well played. Clem 3-0 MaxPax. That's all we needed. Oh my god, GG. It looked like Clem was running out of steam towards the end there, but like we were trickling in 1 disruptor at a time, 1 unit at a time. 4th base was broken. Clem was about to get the 5th base for free as well. MaxPax just too far behind. GG, well played. Wow, what a series. What a series, mate. Ugh. And with that, we have our champion. Congratulations to Clem. He's going to be this week's ESL Open Cup Americas champion, taking down MaxPax without dropping a single map. To be fair, we had a lot of crazy games in the finals. We had Proxy Marauder. We had double Proxy Marauder. We oh my god. We even had a Giga Greedy opener here as well from Clem. And I think, I assumed he was dead in the water. I assumed he had just taken far too many losses. So many Marines went down, SCVs, bases being denied. But Clem persevered. The copium turned into hopium? Turned into reality? Is that how it works? Is that... Oh my god. Just persevered. The tenacity was insane. GG, well played. And yeah, with that, hope everyone enjoyed themselves. Hope everyone enjoyed the broadcast today. As a reminder, this is not our only broadcast. If you want to tune into more of the CranKy Ducklings, if you want to tune into more of our content, then we are going to be live in 5.5 hours. 5 hours and 30 minutes. We're going to be live once again with NA Apprentice, with the first group of this new season of NA Apprentice. We're going to be covering Group C. So if you're interested in supporting, or if you're interested in watching some North American StarCraft, then we have you covered there. I know it's not at the best time for the American scene. I understand that. Like 5.5 hours from now, if you're in America, you should be asleep. But yeah, that's when we're available. I'm sorry. Aye. So yeah, we're gonna be casting some NA Apprentice later on tonight, and we're gonna be covering it throughout the course of the week as well. Not just that, but tomorrow we have KSL, we have Kung Fu Cup, we have Home Story Cup as well. This is a PSA for the people in the chat. If you're a fan of StarCraft, if you're a fan of offline StarCraft, Home Story Cup is this weekend, so make sure you open up your schedules and you allow yourself some time to tune in, because we don't get that many offline events anymore in StarCraft. So whenever we get them, we should cherish them. We should cherish them as best we can and support them as best we can as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to tune into more myself, Light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I do stream throughout the week. I'm not going to be streaming today just because we have so much casting to do. So no stream for me, but regardless, I do stream whenever I can. I do try and ladder some Zerg whenever I can. I also play Diablo with Asher whenever we have a little bit of free time to ourselves. We do try to play through Diablo 4. We still haven't played through the main story. We're in Act 3 at the moment. I think we're almost done with Act 3. So we are working towards that as we speak. Yeah, it's just we prioritize casting, or I prioritize casting more than anything, so I don't have as much time available to invest into my personal stream, but whenever I can, I'm there. Otherwise, if you want to tune into more of the CranKy Ducklings, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we are on Discord, we are all over the place, all things CranKy Ducklings. If you want to support us and to be notified when we go live, if you can't tune in live, check out the VODs on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel with every single one of our VODs. I was curious because I saw Loco tweet recently about his 4,000th video, and I checked. I think we're almost at 5K VODs on YouTube. we have a lot of content. We have a lot of games on YouTube. A lot of VODs from we cast a lot, as you can imagine. And yeah, so if you can't tune in live, check out the VODs. Check out the VODs over on our YouTube channel. And with that, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you had a great time. Stick around. We're going to be rating another StarCraft streamer. Miguelito is live again? Papi. Oh my god. What happened? Vindictor is live. He raided us earlier. We're going to reciprocate. We're going to give back the love that he gave us. And yeah, if you want to support another StarCraft streamer, stick around. We're going to be raiding Vindictor. He's a great Terran player, great content creator. A lot of good stuff happening over on his stream. Send him some love. Send him some love. Quack, puppy, quack. With that, we'll see you guys in a couple of hours for NA Apprentice. Until then, bye.